Blog Talk Radio.
Before you love me, you gotta respect me, baby. Before you hold me, our hearts gotta connect, baby. If you're with me, then you're with me, and you're not with no one else. And if you want me, then accept that I won't go for nothing else. It's like that.
In a relationship, it's two being one. We come from two different paths. We gotta learn to adjust. You gotta learn to trust. I'm not the other ones that you ran from, but never talking to me is not the answer. Communication is key to unlock your heart and understand what you need. Support your hopes and dreams. Hopefully you got mine. Hopefully we can grind. Hopefully within time we can build some. When you see me walking up, do you feel some?
Hey, this is DJ Dika.
And Miss Vicky in the house. Hello, family. Hello, listeners. Hi, DJ Dika.
Hi, Miss Vicky. How y'all doing, family? We just want to remind you, I'm blessed and highly favored. Hey, listen, family, Tunnel Vision family, we just want to remind you that we're Tunnel Vision, DJ Dika and Miss Vicky, and we agree. We have fruitful conversations so we can agree to disagree in love. Hey, it would be wonderful if the whole world did that. It'd be wonderful if the whole world did that. Man.
Yeah. Because, everybody does not agree, but it would be nice if people would develop the ability to agree to disagree in love. And that they don't get mad and been out of shape and ready to fight and shoot and all that stuff. Yeah.
So that is the whole premise behind Tunnel Vision. With that being said, today's show, we took a little break. We took a little break last week from being live. Let's say that, from being live. We felt we deserved a little break, and especially because we are mothers, to have a recording show. So with that being said, we all ready. We pumped up. Been waiting all day to do a live show today. And it's going to be in honor of Mother's Day. All righty then. So on that note,
and I think DJ Dika more pumped up than all of us. She be over there DJing and everything.
It is a must. It is part of my ritual to get ready for the show. You know how you may be watching the basketball games and the football games, and they take you into the locker room and they show you what the players are doing. Well, that is what I'm doing. I have to prep for the show. Amen. Because if I don't know what I'm doing, how I expect you guys to love listening, So we're going to move into, but thank you, Miss Vicky. So we're going to move into our Tunnel Vision Unsung Hero segment. And I'm going to turn it over to my wonderful partner, Miss Vicky. So who's our unsung hero today?
Our unsung hero's name is Laura Jones, also known as Lori to some people. That's my sister-in-law. And
all righty then.
Shout
out to Lori Jones.
Yeah.
I said shout out to Laura Jones.
Yeah, well, shout out to Laura as well, because sometimes she actually likes to be called Laura. Her family calls her Lori. I haven't heard anybody else do it. So anyway, Lori to me is who she is, and I chose her because Lori is she has a hearing. How do you say it? A hearing
impairment.
Yes, a hearing impairment, because she's not deaf, but she has a hearing impairment, and she wears a hearing aid. She can hear some sounds from you when you speak, and she can hear music to a certain degree, but she does know how to do sign language. She uses sign language, as well as you can tell by her voice that she's hearing impaired. She has that accent. However, I wasn't talking about her being an unsung hero as a mom. She is a mother to two beautiful, handsome boys. Both of them are grown adults. One of her sons has Down syndrome, and one doesn't have a disability at all. And she does a wonderful job taking care of her boys, even with her struggling with her own disability. And I don't want to say struggle because, you know, we all struggle with something. And for the most part, she doesn't struggle because she has her own car, she drives, she takes care of her house. She is a homeowner. She did go to college, and she raised two boys. And she raised them as a single parent. Her oldest son is living on his own. He has two kids. And then she has her youngest son, which has Down syndrome, and she does an amazing job. She's actually the one that brings the family together. They have a lot of family gatherings at her house, and she's the one that's hearing impaired. Nobody in the family really knows sign language, so it's not like they come over and speak sign language to her, but she still can communicate with everybody. She's a very funny person. She can be feisty too, so she's not a weak person either. And she's very giving. But the thing is that she's very close to her kids and her grandkids. So if she's not taking care of her kids, her two boys, her grandkids are over. So she's not only a great mother, she's a great grandmother. And I just feel like she's a unsung hero. You know, sometimes we don't tell people, you know, how great they are and what they mean to you. So I wanted to take this moment out to acknowledge her as an unsung hero. And I love her very much. That's all I wanted to say.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing your unsung hero. And we just want to once again give a shout out to our unsung hero, Laura. And we just commend you for all the hard work you do. And it's one thing to be a mother, because we know that it's a hard job by itself. But it takes it to a whole nother level when you're a mother to a disabled child as well. And that's a whole nother category, a whole nother show.
You're disabled too.
Okay, but we wasn't trying to talk about me.
No. I don't mean that. I'm not saying you. I'm saying I used the wrong word. I'm saying that it's one thing to be a mother to a disabled child, but she's a disabled mother. She's disabled herself, and her child is disabled.
Right. So thank you for saying that. That's what I was trying to get to. It's already a whole nother dynamic when you're a mother and you're single and you're raising children. But then it takes it to a whole nother level when you have a child that is disabled and then you're disabled yourself. So that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother show that we will bring to you at a later date. And as Ms. Vicki was talking, you know, the advocate side of me was coming out, you know, to also do a show pertaining to the different political correct terms that we should use when it comes to people with disabilities. So that's an educational piece. So we'll share that at a later date. So with that being said, thank you. I'm so glad that we're in agreement. Tunnel Vision with DJ Dika and Ms. Vicki agree with love. So we'll wait to see what happens as we get through the show. If we're going to have our agree, disagree, love moment. Okay. All righty then. Moving on. We're being too touchy-feely. Okay, here we go. Crack myself up. Okay. So let's move on. Once again, we're doing something new. We decided that we're going to get into our subject matter, and then after we do our subject matter, then we'll get into all the other nice, beautiful things we like to talk about. Let me put emphasis, talk about, I'll say Dika, DJ Dika, okay? All right. Because, you know, I was getting a bit, you know, what? Go ahead. What?
I was getting ready to ask you a question, but I see you still wanted to say something. So go ahead and I'll
Okay, go on and ask a question. Go ahead and ask a question.
I was going to ask you, what is our topic today?
Yes, I was getting to that. Our subject matter is, like we said, not a problem. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. We having our agree to disagree moment. You see, tunnel vision. Here we go. Here's the subject matter.
I was actually being nice.
I didn't say you wasn't being nice. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we love each other. That's why our show is different than everybody else's, because we being real. All right. Now, Miss Vicki, here go the subject matter. In honor of Mother's Day, which was last week, we're going to talk about the different types of moms. Yes, believe it or not, there is information about the different types of moms. So before we get into the nitty gritty of this topic, that we did not make it up, we were able to do research, which surprised the heck out of me. Okay, man, the things we found out you wouldn't believe. Okay, and we're gonna share in a minute. So we're gonna start it off with Miss Vicki and I had a fruitful conversation to prepare for the show, and we decided why not talk about our own mothers, and then talk about us as mothers, and we'll dig into the topic. So I will go first. I'm blessed to have a mother that had a disabled child who I believe, she wasn't expecting to have a child that's disabled. No mother wants that. And my mother, my father was in the military. So, she had to, I wasn't there, I'm just going by what I was told. So, she probably had to go through the pregnancy with support from others. And my father wasn't there. So anyway, she, she had me. I kind of feel like they found out when I was born. And the point I'm trying to make is she had a choice, like many women do. And she chose to keep me. She didn't have to do that. It's not easy raising a disabled child, like I said before. So I just want to thank my mother for that. I thank my mother for her independence, her perseverance, and her how can I say this? Her commitment to her faith in God Almighty, because I believe with all my heart that it was only God that allowed her to be able to have me and raise me, because I'm sure she was going through a lot of thoughts in her head. Why me, God? So on that note, I just want to give celebration to my mother. Thank you, Father.
Okay, I'll go.
Go ahead.
And then we can bounce back and you can tell the listeners what kind of mom you think you are. So my mom, she was a young mom. She had me. My mother was a virgin, and my father, apparently she had promised my father that she would give him her virginity at the prom. And so when she did that, she got pregnant.
Oh, my goodness.
I was confused.
That's too much information there.
So she barely graduated high school, and then she had me. But before she had me, she got married. She had a white dress on with a big old belly, and I was in her belly. So my mom, she was very attentive to me from day one. For some reason, I don't know what was it about me, but it seemed like a lot of people liked me a lot. I don't know if I was the only child. You know how it is, you're the only child, so everybody's like, oh, it's a baby, and my mom had a baby, or I don't know. But I know my mom, they used to tell my mom, I don't know how you keep this house clean. Because my mother was always very particular about the house being clean, like her home being clean. So she was very particular in that area. Then as she was raising me and my brother, she only had two,